Welcome to Jivodaya School, Arkare. Unit 7, Indian Land Resources. Before we learn up to 6 units, now we are going to study Unit 7, Indian Land Resources. What about children, Indian land resources? We can say India is the 7th largest country in the world with a geographic area of about 3.27 million square meters. Then we have to see the India having the geographical area is having different plateau, elevated comparatively level expanse of land. It is rich in minerals, fossils, fuels and forest. These everything included only Indian land resources. We have to see next we have to see the land resources in India having forest and net zone area. This everything we have to learn about land resources, the usage of India having forest, agricultural land, non-agricultural land, barren land, construction, builders, road, industries, hospital, grazing land. This everything we want to learn in India. Then not only that everything, mountains, plateau, plains are there. This everything we have to learn in this chapter and all together. Now we are to going in this chapter. What about we want to learn? In this episode, we study the following concepts: land use pattern, meaning and classification, agriculture, meaning and its importance, types of agriculture in India, cropping seasons and cropping pattern, major food crops, commercial crops, fiber crops and beverage crops of India. The last one is role of horticulture and floriculture. This everything we want to learn. All of you open the chapter, page number 128. Listen, Unit 7, Indian land resources. Now we are to going through the land use pattern of India. What about the meaning? In this chapter, we want to see the distribution of land for different uses such as forestry, cultivation, pastures, etc. is called land use or land utilization. What about the land utilization, land use only? For what purpose? Forestry, cultivation, pastures, etc. It is determined by various factors such as relief features, climate, soil, population density, socio-economic and technical factors. These everything they determined. We have to explain. What about we have to see the various factors are leaf features, climate, soil, population density, socio-economic and technical factors are we have to see. Land is one of the most important natural resources of a country. The many resources, paper, natural resources from will get the country, the land only. It is proper use is very essential for the growth of economy. What about the forestry, cultivation and pastures? Understood children, this everything we have to going for the classification. Next we have to study in the classification of the land use pattern. What about that? There we have to learn about net area zone, forest area, land not available for cultivation, fallow land, cultivable waste, permanent pasture and other grazing land, land under miscellaneous uses. These everything we have to learn the land use pattern having the classification. First we learn meaning. Second we are to going to study the classification. Classification having 7 small points are there. First point is net area zone. Then children we have to see the what about the net area zone. The net area zone having includes land that can be used to cultivate crops. This category is very important in an agriculture country like India. It accounts for about 42.42% of the total reported area of India. However, it is not evenly distributed all over the country. The highest proportion is found in the states of Punjab, West Bengal, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Kerala. It is least in the northeastern states and medium in other states. This everything we have to find out the land can used for the cultivate crops, which are the area about 42.42% only. It is not distributed for all over the country, not only in the India having the country, that have all over country it is not. Which are the states which is found? Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and Kerala. Next we are going to study about net area zone. After that we have to learn about forest area. What about the second point? Forest area having in India only 22.8% of the total reported area is under forest. Then it is a high in the Andaman and Nicobar Island and in the northeastern states. Northeastern states having, which are the states children we want to see? Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. These areas we have to find out the forest area. Other states also having, but too much is these states only. Then next we have to see the land not available for cultivation. The land not available, not getting for the cultivation, little only because of large of the people are staying there. Land used for non-agriculture purpose like human settlements, road, railway, canals, mountains, sandy ways, etc. come under this category. Nearly 14.1% of the total reported area of the country belongs to this category. It is largely found in Assam, Manipur and Sikkim, but in low proportion in Goa, Kerala, Odisha and Maharashtra. We have to see these everything land not available for cultivation. These are what is the reason their land used for non-agriculture purpose. What are the non-agricultural purpose? Human settlement, roads, railways, canals, mountains. The next point is, we have to see the fourth point is fallow lands. Fallow land, it refers of the land which is not used for cultivation. It accounts to 8.2% of the reported area. It is largely found in Mizoram, Tamil Nadu and Meghalaya. It is less in Tripura, Pondicherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These only the fallow lands we want to see. Fallow lands which is not used for cultivation. The first also not land not available for cultivation, also non-cultural non-agricultural purpose they are using. It is reference for land is not used for these areas. Next we are to going for study the cultivable wasteland. What about it? It includes the land which is not taken up for cultivation due to certain soil deficiencies. What are soil deficiencies are there? That is the reason it is extensive in the states of Meghalaya, Goa, Nagaland and Rajasthan. It accounts to 4.3% of the reported area. We have to see this area is having. Then next we have to learn about permanent pastures and other grazing lands. Permanent grazers. What about the permanent? It accounts for only 3.4% of the total reporting area in India. It is largely found in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. This only we have to see. Next, land under miscellaneous area. What is that? It includes gardens or orchards and plantations which account for only 1.1% total area in the country. Such land is more in the states of Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Kerala, Karnataka, Himachal Pradesh. This etc. This area we have to see this under classification land use pattern of India. Next we are going to study what is agriculture. What is agriculture? It is telling of the soil for raising food, crops and raw material needed by human being. This is called agriculture. What is agriculture? Tilling of the soil for raising food crops and raw materials needed by human beings is called agriculture. It also includes stock raising, poultry, farming, and beekeeping. Beekeeping. See children the picture. It includes stock raising, poultry, farming, and beekeeping. This everything agriculture. What are the agriculture section? Next, we want to learn the importance of the agriculture. Nearly 65% of the people depend on agriculture. Second point, the economic progress of the country depends on it. Third point, main source of food for people and fodder for animals. Fourth point, it is source of national income and revenue. Next, fifth point, agriculture supports tertiary sectors like trade, transport. Sixth point, it supports many industries, that is cotton and jute textiles. This everything we can see the importance of the agriculture. Then next we are to going to learn types of agriculture in India. What are the types? On account of geographical and socio-economic factors, various types of farming are practiced in India. What is we have to see? There are as following, which are the practical, they have to socio-economic with two farmings are there. One farming in subsistence farming, another one intensive farming. What is the subsistence farming? What is subsistence farming means? The production of crops is consumed almost by the farmer. What is the meaning? The production of crops is consumed almost by the farmer. Second point, farmers used primitive methods of cultivation. Last, it is widely practiced in the northeastern states, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. There are two types of the cultivation. What are the two cultivation? Shifting and sedentary farming. We have to see these everything. Two types of the cultivations are there, farmings are there. One in shifting farming and another one sedentary farming. The shifting farming, what about the shifting farming? A patch of forest is cleared and burned to be cultivated for a few years until the fertility of the soil is reduced. You have to cutting the plant and burn it. This is a cultivation for purpose they are doing. After that rain will come, they are believing. Then they have to cultivate the plants. After that the soil they have to prepare for the cultivation. This is only the shifting farming. That is shifting farming. This type of agriculture which a part of forest is cleared and burned to be cultivated for a few years until the fertility of the soil is reduced. The land is then abandoned and new forest areas are cleared and burned for cultivation. It is practiced by the tribals in the forest area. Which are the area? Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala and Odisha. The next point is sedentary farming. Sedentary farming, it is cultivation of land at a fixed location. With some area, fixed location with only. The farm land is not abandoned but cultivated year after year. We can't do that everything. Next, see the zooming in Assam, Ponam in Kerala. How to do that everything in Kerala. People are zooming in Assam. Then Ponam in Kerala. See the people are cultivating the Kerala. Next, names of shifting farming. Which are the names we have to see study. Zooming in Assam. Different names for shifting farming in different states of India. Zooming in Assam, Podu in Odisha, Podu in AP, Ponam in Kerala. Next, you have to see intensive farming. What is the intensive farming? We have to classify it. They are the following: the socio-economic factors, various types of farming. One in subsistence farming, another one intensive farming. The subsistence farming having two main points are: one in two types of the farming, shifting farming and sedentary farming. Next we have to main heading intensive farming. The intensive farming having, what is intensive farming? It is a method of farming in which a large amount of capital and labor are applied per unit of lands is called intensive farming. That only the intensive farming. A method of farming in which a large amount of capital and labor are applied for unit. Then under this type of farming, land is cultivated intensively throughout the year. Then farmers try to raise two or more crops to get maximum production from small land holding. It is common in the fertile and irrigated areas of the country. Then that example only the paddy cultivation. Next we are to study the commercial farming. What about the commercial? A system of farming in which crops are grown for the market is called commercial farming. What is commercial farming? A 1 mark question only. A system of farming in which crops are grown for the market is called commercial farming. Only cash crops are cultivated on a large scale using small amount of labor, machinery and scientific method of cultivation were commercial farming. Then using small amount of labor, machinery and scientific method of cultivation. Next see the mixed farming. Fourth point is mixed farming. First one subsistence farming. Second one intensive farming. Third one commercial farming. The fourth one mixed farming. Agriculture involving the cultivation of crops and livestock rearing is called mixed farming. Farmers get income from both. It has been introduced in India since 1951. Now it has become popular in many states. Understood children, the mixed farming? The next one we are to going for study the plantation farming. What is plantation farming? It refers to cultivate of single crop of large estate. It requires more labor and capital. Tea, coffee, rubber and coconut are important crops. These are plantation farming having these everything. Then next we are to dry farming. What is the dry farming? The sixth point is dry farming. A method of farming carried on in areas which receives scanty rainfall and where irrigation is either absent or limited is called dry farming. It is mainly practiced in peninsular India and in western Rajasthan. Humid farming. Seventh point is humid farming. It refers to the cultivation of crops in area which received sufficient rainfall. Crops are grown without the help of irrigation. That is why the humid farming. Then 8th point is the last point, irrigation farming. What is the irrigation farming? A method of farming under which crops are grown with the help of irrigation is called irrigation farming. What is irrigation farming? A method of farming under which crops are grown with the help of irrigation is called irrigation farming. It is expensive but essential in India where the rainfall is seasonal, uncertain and insufficient. Next we are to learn about the 8th point we learn. Next we are to going to study about the crop season and cropping pattern. What about we want to go on? We want to study about crop season and cropping pattern. Then these are the crop season having what are the factors affecting cropping pattern. Cropping pattern varies due to several factors such as relief features, soil, climate, size of farms, water supply, income of farmers, technology, etc. The crop seasons, the proportion of area under different crops at a particular period of time is called crop season. In India, there are three cropping seasons: the Kharif, Zaid, Rabi. Kharif, Zaid, Rabi. Sowing takes the place in June, July, harvested in September, October. Crop rice. Said it is grown in between the Kharif and the Rabi crop season. Crop vegetable and fruits. Rabi sowing takes place in October, November. Harvested in February, March. Crop wheat. Then Kharif crop season. The crops grown during the rainy season are called Kharif crop. The rainy season only. The sowing takes place in June, July when the southwest monsoon started and the crops are harvested in September, October. Rice, jowar, ragi, cotton, groundnuts, tobacco, etc. are the main Kharif crops. Second point, the Rabi crops. Rabi crops. When is the Rabi crop season? When the northeast monsoon begins, sowing takes place in October, November, harvested in February, March. Which are the crops? Wheat, barley, gram, linseed and important crops. These are the important crops. Next, Zaid crop season. Zaid crop season. The crops are grown in between the Kharif and the Rabi crops. Important crops are watermelon, cucumber, oilseeds, some pulses, vegetables. This everything only the Zaid crop season. Then we have to learn. Next one to going to study cropping pattern. The cropping pattern of the region refers to the proportion of an area under different crops at a given time. The cropping pattern of any region in India changes from time to time. It is due to several factors such as relief features, soil, climate, size of farms, water supply, income of farmers, technology, etc. This everything only the cropping pattern. Now, children, you want to read the chapter. Then I will give the some area of the question answers. Find a help of the with the map, crop seasons and everything. Indian map you want to by heart to draw, and where are the season plants will get that everything mark which area, which states having. Read 3 times at home. Short questions write down. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Some spelling mistake is there the right. You have to clear it. Thank you. Bye.